March 4th, 2025 meeting of the West Haven ARPA Committee will now come to order. Will each member, paid professional, and city official state your name for the record? Ken Carney.
David Grudberg, Carmody, Torrance, Sandak, and Hennessy, counsel to the committee.
Dwight Knowles, Chris Borstein,
Mike Glass.
Jerry Burrow.
Iris Diaz.
Good to see everyone. Thank you for being here. Each member has received a copy of the agenda for tonight's meeting. Are there any proposed changes? That's on page 1 through 4. If none, the agenda stands. The chair will now ask the clerk for a motion. Actually, the chair will ask for a motion to waive the reading of the February 4th, 2025 regular meeting minutes.
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. I'd like a motion to accept the February 4th, 2025 regular meeting minutes as written. Page 5 through 10.
So moved.
Do I have a second? Okay. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next, we move on to Chairman's report. So we have a few jobs going on right now. The Allentown Firehouse Annex is being built. I was there today. The garage doors are installed. Some of the mechanicals have started. The structure is built. The roofing is on, and we're going to continue to push hard to finish that as quickly as possible. Painter Park, they've started with some demo for the new courts they're putting in. I have a pre-construction meeting on Friday, it looks like, at 2 o'clock for West Shore to start their large projects. And that's basically the big stuff that's happening, and we will talk about the little stuff as we go through the agenda. I'm going to move to the page 11, and I do have an invoice from Carmody, and as promised, the invoice cost was going to come down for legal fees since almost everything is made its way through procurement. I have an invoice for $4,035.08. Do I have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Excellent. All in favor, say aye. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Child Development Roof is still waiting for closeout documents. The Parks Fund, I do have, starting on page 15, I have some invoices. The Painter Park drainage invoice, you previously approved the estimate. The invoice is for $2,485. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Do I have a second? Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Go to page 21. And here we have Painter Park resurface runoff, water area, again, Ivy League Landscaping. This is the delivered install of some screen fill, $2,400. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Do I have a second? Okay, any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Please move on to page 28. This is the resurfacing of the Painter Park playground. This went to an unadvertised bid. It was a solicited bid. We do have a PO for $9,370. You previously approved the project, and this is the invoice. Do I have a motion to approve Ivy League Landscaping for $9,370?
Motion to approve.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Go to page 40. This is a food bank, Vertical Church. So if you look, I wrote on here reports available. Their report is like 75 pages. Okay, so I didn't burden you with that. Had Mike been chairing tonight, I would have done it, but I didn't put it in there. So, absolutely. So I have an invoice here from Vertical Church for $23,714.73. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Okay, do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion?
Ken, how much money is left on their?
Not much. I don't have that information here. I looked at it briefly last week when I was reviewing that. Not much. They had 150 originally, I believe. So,
Now, do they have a plan to make this program sustainable, or will they be?
my understanding is that this was the seed. Once this money runs out, they'll continue with their own funds.
Okay, good.
Okay? Any other discussion? Yes.
I have a question
Sure.
regarding the Painter Park Playground resurfacing.
Yep.
$9,370.
Mhm.
It is lumped up with the Ivy League landscaping, with total $14,255.
There's 3 separate bills.
There's 3 separate.
Yeah.
But it's okay to move this along
It
for the
is.
9?
Yeah,
Okay.
yep, you're okay, yep. Any other discussion on vertical church? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. All right, next we go to nothing from stormwater management, nothing from broadband access from the library. City Hall windows, I have on page 42, I have a Pannoni bill. Now, Pannoni came in before we even hired the architect for a pre-abatement site review, $1,500. Then we took their $40,000 worth of services and we ran them through the architect, okay? This invoice is for $1,900. It's under the $2,500 procurement threshold. And in this case, the city will pay them directly. Do you have a motion to approve the $1,900 Pannoni invoice for City Hall windows?
I make a motion to approve.
Do you have a second?
Second.
That'd be Dwight. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Go to page 43. So here we have an invoice from Hoffman. Most of this is work they're paying Pannoni, because we ran Pannoni through them. $19,904.50. The job is done at this point, with the exception of 2 doors that have to go in, but all the asbestos and abatement work is done. Do you have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
Okay, do I have a second?
Second.
Be Chris, any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next, we go to page 44. This is a change order for the installation of 2 additional doors coming out of the City Hall window fund. It's for you. He was the contractor that won the bid for the windows. In this case, it's $12,200. Do I have a motion to approve?
This is not an invoice, right?
No, sir, this is a change order.
Iris, you don't need the form, that form and the next one you don't need to fill out, because we're not approving
Yeah.
an invoice, we're just
Right.
approving the project.
A motion?
Motion to approve the
Dwight?
project.
Do you have a second? Anyone for a second?
Second.
Second. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Okay, next, I've got the demo of those 2 doors, page 47 through 48. These were the 2 contractors that were already on the job because of their low bid. We expanded the project to demo 2 doors, $7,361. Do I have a motion to approve Alloy's invoice? Page 47, 48. Change order, not invoice, my apologies. I apologize. Change order.
I make a motion.
No, they have to, they're running roughly $3,500 an opening to come in, set up air tests, section off the doors, plastic everything, put the guys in the the space suits, put plastic all around the door, inside and out, pull it out, put it in a special containment dumpster. This is, and we're seeing the same.
This includes the containment too.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I had the same.
Oh, yeah. The containment is a much bigger job than ripping out the
Yeah, no,
door.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I agree there.
So this is a proposal, selective demolition. Do we have a second on this one? Was there a second?
First.
I'll make the motion.
Mike, who's second?
Second.
Second, okay, any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, so those are proposed change orders that we will bring you invoices in the future. Okay, let me see what I got here. Okay, moving on, we go to page 49.
Questions, please.
Yes, sir.
We approved the 12,000 and the 7,000. We didn't approve the 2 invoices or 2 change orders for 2,990.
They're on the next page. That's because they're on the next page.
Oh, okay.
Yep, go to the next page. So here are 2 additional doors, demo only. Now, the door install was included with 4U. The demo of the doors was never included in the specifications for Alloy to include in their base bid. Okay, the base bid was like $250,000, okay? Those doors were not picked up, so we negotiated $29.90 per door, and that work was done. And that can be on page, a little out of order here, 46 and 49. And they're the same price. And these are revisions to their contract. Do you have a motion to approve Alloy's invoices for $29.90 each?
Change orders.
Change orders, I'm sorry.
Motion to approve the change order.
Do I have a second? Okay, any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. All right, next we go to page 50. Here are some pictures of the garage being built in Allentown. If you go to page 51, we have an invoice from Coastal Material Testings Lab. So if you look at the invoice on 51, you're going to see 2 circles, and I circled overtime, $210 and $150. So when I got this invoice, I called over there, and I said, guys, I didn't authorize overtime. And the answer was the builder did. I'm like, oh, that's great. He can pay it, because we're paying for the inspections. The builder would only ask for Saturday and Sunday work if he was behind schedule, which he is. So my plan is to approve this invoice and deduct the $210 and the $150 from the builder's next payout. Do I have a motion to accept Coastal Materials invoice for $2,307?
I'll make the motion with the deduction of the 210 and 150.
Well, it'd be a separate motion, right? Because we're not going to deduct it off of here. We could do a separate motion after that. We want to approve this invoice, pay them, and then then a motion to deduct it from diversity.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, sir.
I need to recuse myself from anything with Coastal Materials. My wife started working there last week.
Oh, you're kidding me.
No.
All right. You're excused. Do you have a second?
Who do we have?
Mike,
I made the motion to approve
who wants to second that?
I'll second it.
Okay, and any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Now, for the record, Mike, make the motion to deduct $460.
$360.
$360? $360, hold on. I have 460. Got it, 360.
Okay, I'll make a motion to deduct $360 from material testing lab.
No, from Diversity Construction.
Okay.
Do I have a second? Who wants to second that?
I'll second it.
Okay, any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. All right, moving on, we go to page 59. This is an in-scope invoice for $600 from Russell Dawson, who is the architect of record for the Allentown project. Do you have a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Do I have a second?
I second.
All right. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Go to page 61. We have Diversity Group. This is the group that's actually building the structure. This is application number 6. It's signed by the architect. And I've gone up there virtually every week to check on things. This spans 61 through 63, and this is for $66,215. Do we have a motion to approve?
Are we taking the 360 off of this approval?
Well, the motion exists, so when when I send the letter into finance, it'll come off there.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. Do I have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve?
Okay. Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. All right, moving on here. I go down to page 64. This is West Shore, and this is an invoice from the architect of record for that project, in scope, $3,697.50 for Antonazzi. Do I have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
Okay. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Go to page 65. This is a picture of the new bleacher work. And I do have an invoice on page 66 for $37,500. The total job is $125. They're finished. They're done. Building department's been out there. I've been out there. These pictures were taken 3 days before they finished. They did some extra work for us. What they found were the handrails were drilled through the very thin aluminum. They're now in very thick brackets with larger screws. They replaced the handrails. All the foot boards have been replaced. Several seats have been replaced. They did a nice job for us. Have you had a chance to see it, Mike?
I have nothing.
They took off almost 100 pounds of dirt, mildew, and mold growing on the stands. So with that, I've called Rob Sandella. I believe I have about $3,000 left in the budget. I'm going to recommend that he power wash the stands with that money. Okay? So the invoice is for $37,500. Do I have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve?
Okay. Do I have a second? Any discussion? All in favor? Say aye. Excellent. All right, and just before we go to the next one, I just want to tell you quickly, nothing on the camera work. I understand they've just started doing cameras on this building, so we'll see some invoices coming soon for that. Tennis courts have not billed yet because they just started demo. EMS premium pay is being taken care of by the city. The Haley ramp is done with the exception of some touch-up on the rails. And the electrical main breakers, I know, are in full swing. Andy's handling that because the building was shut off the other day where they replaced the breaker. Go to page 67. We had The Voice clean up their invoicing, so we've taken the old invoices that you approved last week, redid them to reflect what you approved. I'm going to ask for an approval tonight. Page 67 through 68, 69 through 70. One invoice is $280, the other is $500. Do we have motions to approve?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, and I will abstain from that vote, obviously. All right, moving on, we go to page 71. Century Protective Services. So, we had some cold days. The warming center has to be manned by a guard 24/7. I had Rick Fontana come up to my office and he signed off on these invoices for the security guards. Century Protective Services for $7,895.74. Century Protective Services for $8,925.18. The backup is here, all their hours are here, all confirmed by Mr. Fontana. Do I have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay, any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Okay, next, we have new business. I do have an invoice that came in late, which I'll quickly pass out.
Excuse me, Mr. Chairman.
Yes, sir.
Did we went over invoice for Fire District Allentown for $2,307?
Show it to me.
This one right here. This is on page.
Well, that's the cost of materials, we approved it.
Wait,
That was cost of materials.
see, we did approve it. We did approve it. Yeah.
Okay, so if you remember, Marb had requested that a study be done on the city concerning the best locations for all the firehouses. Each fire district was responsible for a portion of the invoice totaling $33,000, roughly $11,000 per district. West Shore and Center cut a check back to the city. So this is going under Allentown because Allentown collected the funds and they're gonna pay it out. So this is the first installment towards that report. It's for $8,500 and it's from ESCI. Do you have a motion to approve?
Make a motion to approve?
Do I have a second?
I'll second that motion.
Any discussion?
What was the contract for?
If I remember correctly, about $33,000.
I don't know, what was the purpose?
So Marb asked the city to use ARPA funds to do a study citywide as though no firehouses existed right now, and to do a study as to the best places for those firehouses to be. Trying to unify the 3 fire districts is what it comes down to. So,
Okay.
okay? Any other discussion on that? Nope. Okay. All in favor, say aye. Motion carries. Any other new business? Any questions on anything we went over tonight or anything else? Anyone? All right, stay warm and thank you for being here. Have a good night. Motion to adjourn? All in favor?
I'll second that motion.
All right, buddy.